Welcome. What's up, everybody, to another Thursday night lore games. How's everybody doing?
Yay.
Lore. So, for those of you who are just new and just starting out and have never been here before, did I just drop?
No.
No? All right, everyone else just dropped. Anyway, for those who are new who have never been here before, let me explain what the Lore Games is. Lore Games is our 30,000-foot show where we are creating the actual mechanics and the lore and all of the really cool systems that are going to be used to build the adult fantasy universe. Adult fantasy universe is a decentralized narrative universe backed by the blockchain. So we are basically recreating and reinventing what the Marvel universe did in the 20th century. We're bringing to the 21st century and really pushing forward into the new millennium. So what we've been working on the last few weeks is, I'll get back up, and we've already, Lore Games has already created its first book. Its first points for a book. Zach, who will be introduced here in a minute, wrote it. It's being reviewed. We're doing the editing and all that. It's freaking awesome. It's wonderful. We've also created a couple of different scenarios and a lot of really cool, like another story with Cobalt Fox. And then we started working on some character creation tools. And now we're expanding that into sort of a tabletop game, which can be used to self-generate lore and self-generate stories, right? Instead of, basically a community together, all of us together, games and actually generate stories. So tonight we have some interesting options. So I want to hear from panel, and I want to hear from everyone in chat. What's up, Kier? What's up, MK? How you guys doing? Tonight we have some interesting things that we can do. So the first thing we can do is we can create more characters. We've been doing that the last week or so. Ramel wasn't here for the last couple episodes. He had to take care of some stuff. He's never done the character creator. We could work with him and get a character done for Ramel. Or we could do that offline or anytime. And instead, we could do one of two things. We can actually review the rules that are not live yet, but the actual RPG rules. So we could just talk about it and think about it and discuss it. Or we could kind of say, hell with it, and do something that I call death, kill, which is a quick battle royale style player versus player tabletop RPG that I made kind of on the fly as something that would be fun to experiment with the characters that we have. So think of this as like you make a character, I make a character. It's Street Fighter as a tabletop RPG. Very simple. Beat 'em up. One person wins. It's not about story or character development. It's just about beating the crap out of your friends. So if I'm totally up for whatever. None of this is tested, so we could test it. That's great. We'll see to the pants, but that's fine. While you guys are thinking that, I'll do some intros, and I just want to make sure I'm going to check because my video everyone keeps dropping in weird ways, but you guys can see me and hear me, okay, right?
Your video is pretty choppy, but we can
see you.
Your video keeps freezing, but we can hear you just fine.
Okay, yeah, I have no idea. Of course, it happens only when we go live. That's fine. Everything's good. Totally normal. Glad to be here. Basically, what we can do. Well, let me go ahead and introduce everybody. So, to my left, your right, the amazing, the wonderful Dusty Sky from Adult Fantasy. How you doing, man?
Good. It's been a long week, and we're almost to Friday, but. I'm crawling there. We'll be all right.
Awesome. And,
Superman,
right
put
next
your glasses
to
back
Dusty,
on. We don't recognize
the
you.
ever lovable, ever huggable, kind of soft and fuzzy. Andrew Charper, how you doing, buddy?
Fantastic. But Dusty's confusing me without his glasses on. It's like Superman. It's like Clark Kent and Superman. Got to put his glasses on, otherwise he's not Dusty.
You can take yours off as well. Be all right.
You know what? It's a funny story.
Uh-huh.
You know how you go months and months before you actually graduate from high school and you get your
Unbelievable. My
pictures
internet
done?
just crapped the bed.
Oh,
The
that's
internet's
so sad.
completely crapped the bed all of a sudden. It's pretty awesome.
So, you know how you go months and months in advance to go get your pictures done for your senior picture before you graduate? Well, I went and did the pictures, and during the pictures, they dress you up, make you look nice, and they do all different poses and shit like that. Well, I took
I still have enough power to drop them from the stream. Anyway, what's up, Avery? How you doing?
Much better now, thank you. You
I'm
know,
trying
in high school,
I'm trying to hang in there. Everything was good all day with my internet, and now we go live, and all of a sudden
and
it's
now,
turned off.
yeah.
That's usually what happens. But you am I really dropping bad?
Yeah. You were sputtering there for a second.
because
Cool.
of the new
Well, this
lineup.
will
I
be-
get a
this will be
second
good
try,
night.
right?
It's a fun
I get
night.
a second
It'll be
try,
good.
right?
We got this. You know, as much as I hate it, maybe I got to give Andrew the reins for just a second as I like dip out.
Okay.
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 Andrew's got the reins, or Dusty. Dusty, you have the reins.
Dusty.
Somebody has the reins.
Dusty. I trust Dusty.
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
Dusty,
Andrew.
you have
Tell
the
us
reins.
about
Do
that
some
time you were in
intros.
high school.
I
and you
got
did
it.
a
I got it.
classic
No.
picture.
Forget my story. Forget my story.
I'll
Screw
be
it.
right
I'm not going
back.
to tell you all the story. It's an entertaining story. Why should I share it with you all? You bunch of evil, mean bullies. Everybody, right above me, in the middle section, is one of the best artists out there in the world that I know. His name's
I
Avery
really
Butterworth. He's a fantastic artist. He does some really great stuff. He also illustrated the origin story for Devoid, a character from Amazing Adult Fantasy. I almost said Amazing Adult Fantasy. And if you don't have it yet and you haven't seen it yet, shame on you. Shame on all of you.
Shame.
Fantastic. How the hell are you doing, Avery?
I'm wonderful.
Are you working on some projects that you can tell us about, or is all hush hush?
I am working on projects.
Okay.
I think this short story is going to end up probably in an Alterna book, probably an upcoming issue that came out on a Wednesday, like the first part was.
Okay.
And I'm going to be inking a Ash Can that's comic for the character called the People from
Very good. Very good.
8 Comics, which the campaign for that is on Indiegogo now.
Indiegogo. Yep. Excellent. If you guys have an opportunity, go check it out. Look up Zaid Comics, ZAID.
Yep, they're
You can find it.
it's the Lost Pages 3 campaign.
You may have a problem finding them. But
Yes.
do your best. Do your best. It's there. It's there. It exists.
Mhm.
Thank you so much, Avery. Thanks for being here tonight. It's wonderful.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Now, next to Avery, over on this far corner, is one of our good friends, Zach. How you doing, sir? Yeah, he doesn't want to acknowledge that he knows me.
I'm okay. Sorry about that.
All right.
Yeah, I'm doing about 3 things at once right now. So if I seem a little distracted,
That's all right. That's all right.
because I hate you and every living creature on the planet right now.
Yes, I know. Zach is the writer of Adult Fantasy's first novel, which hopefully you all will be able to share. And well, you guys know what it's about. You were all there. You were there at the creation. You guys did a fantastic job helping us and inspiring us. And I can't wait till it's actually in print and we get to read it. Now Todd's back. I don't really care. I'm going to keep going. Right next to me on this side is one of the most fantastic artists that I've ever met in my life. I've known him for many, many years, and if his check did not clear, I would not be saying a word. This is Romel Davis. How the hell are you, sir?
I'm well. Quick footnote. Today's my mother's birthday. I just got off the phone with her.
Oh,
and
fantastic.
wished her a happy birthday. I kind of wanted to spend the little time this weekend with her, but I won't be able to. Some unforeseen circumstances, but
Well, when next time you do speak to her, tell her that Todd and Avery and all the guys wished her a happy birthday.
I absolutely will.
All right, excellent. Now, oh damn! Here's the problem. He just said something really nice and sweet, and I was going to say something to embarrass him, and then I lost it. I completely forgot what it is. So you know what's going to have to happen is as soon as it comes back into my pea little sized brain, and I'm going to just start shouting it out. So, oh, I remember what it was. Roel, remember when many years ago, we would get together and you would share stories of your romantic conquests, and I was like always so appreciative of it because I lived vicariously through your exploits. Do you remember that story about the redhead that you met at the gym?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Tell your mom happy birthday, Romel.
Yeah, beat me to it. Beat me to it.
Andrew's dying in the green room. Oh God, this is what happens when my internet decides to be crappy, man. It's incredible.
You know, I was just about to say what a fantastic host he was, but he just threw it all out the window. Yeah, all gone.
Dusty doesn't like hearing stories about hot, buxom redheads at gyms, does he? I mean, Romel's got some stories. I mean, whew.
I shudder to. I'm trying to remember how much of that story I told you because there's some more stuff behind that. But I'm not going to get into that tonight. We're on something else.
I mean, technically, I guess this is a different kind of lore.
Hey, as a visual artist, when he told me the stories, I had ideas in my brain. I mean, I'm thinking like Jessica Rabbit. I mean,
oh no,
that's not exactly any.
No.
Hey, dude, it's my fantasy. Shut up. Leave me alone.
All
right. And of course, Todd's back to ruin everybody's fun. So, Todd, how the hell are you, man? How you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing good. I think my internet, knock on wood, it seems like it maybe fixed itself. When I bumped out of here and I went back to the main StreamYard thing, it was like, something happened to your video, but it's not your fault. So I wonder if it was not my internet and more of a StreamYard thing. I still ended up closing. I closed 30% of my 7,000 tabs that I have open, so I'm hopeful that that'll help as well.
Hey, Romel, see if you can switch your audio output to your microphone on your headset because we're not hearing you through your headset mic. We're hearing you through your computer mic.
So you're not hearing me through my headset mic.
Right, yeah, we're hearing you through your computer mic. It's like very echoey.
I adjust the echo.
I was gonna say, well, sounds worse.
Thanks, Andrew.
Romel.
You know, once we get past the technical glitches, I'm sure we'll have a great show tonight. It's really good.
Romel, go down on your computer.
We'll be back on track by the time MK gets here.
Yeah, by the time MK gets home.
What about now?
Now
we
it
can hear
sounds like
you
you're
better.
talking into your computer while you're holding a mic.
Wait, what?
Hey.
Wait, I didn't hear you. What did you say?
He said he appreciates the fact that he knows where at least one of your hands is while you're talking on the computer.
Okay. All right. Let's. Oh God, Lord, please. Let's try to do something tonight. People at home.
Like every Russell movement you make gets echoed, dude.
It's true. It's a good night. You know,
you can go to settings on the screen and change what audio is being picked up to your headset.
Yeah,
anyway.
you go to settings and then go to on the far left side it says camera audio. Go to audio, and then under microphone or mic you can switch it to your USB, which is your headset or whatever your headset is. I don't know if it's a USB or a plug-in or whatnot.
Okay, what about now?
Oh,
whoa!
Oh my God! He can't be taught.
Hey, all y'all can eat a dick. Seriously.
Only if it's yours.
All right.
Bye, guys.
He
called
it himself out.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. No.
Oh no, Dusty did it.
Yeah.
Dusty's like, no, I take great pride.
Yes.
Has anybody noticed that they only kick me after I say the rude and disgusting thing? In other words,
Or
I already said it. What do you know?
Oh, give me 1 second. I'm sharing the wrong screen. Let me go to share screen. We'll get this. We got this, guys. All right. So this is death, 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 kill, kill, kill. The rules, and I'll go through them. They're very easy. You don't have to have a complete character sheet, just like in Street Fighter. Like as long as you have a character that has some weaponry and something else, it's totally fine. The rules are pretty simple. Let me actually expand. Let me get that bigger so everyone can see it. Hey, Galaxy, you have missed so much. Welcome. I'm just kidding. We just had like 30 minutes of technical difficulties.
Such a shit show.
So in other words, a normal Lord Games.
It's been a little bit of a shit show tonight, but that's okay. That's what Lord Games is about. Okay, so first, just so I can show Ramel and get him caught up a little bit, and for everybody out there who has never seen this, we created a character sheet, and there's a whole bunch of really easy ways. Basically, roll dice, and it randomly generates a character, and then we take all of that information and we copy paste it into ChatGPT, and it bumps out a really cool story, like a character bio. Let me show just so this character was called Puzzle Walker, which is a terrible name, but that's okay. It's endearing. And we rolled for endurance, strength of 0, endurance of 1, dexterity of 1, charisma or charm of 0, and intelligence of 3. All of this was rolled by the dice.
That doesn't equal 10.
That was chosen.
That doesn't equal 10, Todd.
No. So this was yesterday. We were experimenting with 5. We were experimenting with lowering the power because the character might be too built up yet. So it's an experiment.
Okay.
Hit points of 4, defense class. Like you think of the the armor you have, the defense you have, the 13. Bamf is the money you have. So this character had 110 Bamf. His origin was Stormwalkers, randomly chosen. Stormwalker, navigating the diverse and treacherous landscapes of Hyper Brooklyn, demands experience and skill. Only the most seasoned and capable individuals are recognized as Stormwalkers. Those who possess the knowledge and expertise to traverse the boundaries between dimensions and alternate realities. They possess a wealth of experience, enabling them to anticipate challenges and adapt to unexpected obstacles. We rolled some dice and got some benefits and roles, personalities, attributes, the character's drive, the character wants, their current obsession, their fears, their beliefs and worldviews, a positive life event and a negative life event, and a past association because everybody knows somebody. And then we ended it with like a simple weapon, a starter kit, and a personal trinket, something that they have personal on them that they carry with them at all times. And then putting all that in, we had ChatGPT generate a story from that information, and I'll read that story to you. And basically what we do is we tell ChatGPT, take all this information, create a character bio, and then give me 5 examples of pop culture characters that would have this personality, right? So any character from pop culture or fiction, like from Bruce Willis and Die Hard all the way to Captain America, like who give me a visual that I can grasp onto. So I'll read this really quick, and then we can move in to some of the game stuff. Puzzle Walker, I didn't generate that name. ChatGPT did. It's freaking weird and funny. Puzzle Walker is a Stormwalker who possesses a unique combination of skills that made them one of the most effective and sought-after dimensional scouts in Hyper Brooklyn. Their intelligence and knowledge of alternate realities are unparalleled, allowing them to anticipate and navigate obstacles that would be insurmountable for others. As a child, Puzzle Walker was always fascinated with puzzles and riddles, spending countless hours solving them. When their grandfather passed away, he left them a riddle that would take Puzzle Walker years to solve. The experience led them to embrace a new spiritual path that brought them inner peace and purpose. Puzzle Walker's quick wit and sharp tongue made them a force to be reckoned with in any situation. They use humor to diffuse tense situations, often catching their opponents off guard. Their fear of physical touch, however, makes them appear standoffish and unapproachable. Puzzle Walker is motivated by a strong sense of loyalty to friends and family, and they will stop at nothing to reunite with a lost loved one. Their current obsession is to solve the riddle left behind by their grandfather, which they believe will lead them to their lost loved one. In the past, Puzzle Walker had a rival who is now a successful business owner. They may want to work with Puzzle Walker or sabotage their efforts for personal gain. Puzzle Walker carries a small piece of metal shaped like a puzzle piece as their personal trinket, which they believe holds the key to solving their grandfather's riddle. Similar pop culture characters, Sherlock Holmes, Spencer Reed from Criminal Minds, Walter White from Breaking Bad, Dr. Gregory House from House MD, and Artemis Fowl from Artemis Fowl. So you can kind of, even if you're not familiar with all 5 of those characters, you might be like, oh yeah, I remember Dr. House from House MD, or I know who Walter White is, or I know who Sherlock Holmes is. So you can kind of think of like, oh, okay, so this is kind of that debonair character that's really intelligent and solves crimes. And this is a perfect thing to play, right? It's ready to go. So tonight, if you guys want, and since we won't have to worry too much about character design, what we'll do is Ramel will make you a character either later tonight or tomorrow or something, or this next week, just so you can try it. But what we can do is the rules for death, kill is really simple. So we're going to create a character. In fact, you don't have to go through the whole process. You can either choose a character if you have one. You can create a character. We're not using all of the depth of personality, so creating a character from scratch here is much easier because you're just going to get your ass kicked, right? Like it's about how much damage you can take and your weaponry and some basic stuff. So you create or choose a character to fight with, and you can create their name and their appearance and equipment. So we'll just make up some equipment that we can use. Each character has 20 hit points. Hit points, for those that aren't familiar, that's just your power bar. So if you've ever played any game where a character had a life meter, that's what a HP is. It's just your life meter, your health points. And armor class. So armor class is another way to say defense class. It's the same thing. It's just how much damage you can take. So hit points is how much damage. Sorry, hit points is how much damage you can take. Armor class is how much you can kind of protect against the blow, right? And so what we'll do is we'll take that armor class. You'll have an armor class of 10 plus a dex modifier. So we'll create, just like, it's really simple. It sounds complex. It's not. Just as you have this character, Puzzle Walker, had a dexterity of 1, right? If we have an armor class of 10 and we add 1 to it, you would have an armor class of 11. Meaning, when I go to attack you, I have to hit an 11 or higher to hit you. If I roll a 10 and you have an armor class of 11, I miss. Make sense? I just have to beat the number, or not. Characters start with 3 points to distribute among the 5 core abilities: strength, endurance, dex, charm, and intelligence. So that's how we'll figure out exactly what your dex modifier is. And no ability can start higher than 2 points. And so combat, we'll figure that out. It's pretty quick. Combatants roll for initiative at the beginning of each round. Rolling for initiative is really simple. We all roll a 20-sided die, and the person with the highest number goes first, right? So Dusty rolls a 15, I roll a 7, Dusty goes before I do. Really simple. So combatants roll for initiative at the beginning of each round, with the highest roll going first. On a player's turn, they can move to up to their movement speed. We're not going to mess with movement speed. We're just going to say you can take an action. And actions include attacking or using an item or using a special ability if we had them, if the character has one. To attack, the player rolls a d20. Again, all of this is going to be virtual, so we just hit a button and the die rolls. This d20 means 20-sided die. And then we add either the strength or dexterity modifier. So in Puzzle Walker's case, strength is 0 and dexterity is 1. So he's probably better with a weapon that uses dexterity, like a bow, as opposed to a sword, for example, that would have strength, right? Because he's going to get that bonus. To attack, a player rolls a d20 as their strength or dex modifier. depending on the weapon used. If the total exceeds the opponent's armor class, the attack hits. Again, I roll a d20. I beat Rommel. That means my bow, my arrow hits Rommel's character, and then we would roll for damage, right? Say, okay, well, how bad was the hit? To defend, so Rommel, let's say I roll and says, yes, my arrow hits you. It's going to do this much damage. Well, Rommel, as the opposing player, can defend, and he can choose to dodge or block. To dodge, he's going to roll a d20 and add their dex modifier. If the total exceeds the attacker's roll, the dodge is successful and the player takes no damage. Okay, so not only do you have the ability to dodge damage if your armor is too strong and arrows just bounce off you, or I miss the shot, you can see how the hit's going to be, and then you can roll to beat the number, right? Meaning like you dodge out of the way or you block the shot. So you dodge, the player rolls a d20 and adds their dex modifier. If the total exceeds the attacker's roll, the dodge is successful and the player takes no damage. To block, the player rolls a d20 and adds their strength or endurance modifier. So you get to choose between, if you want to dodge, it's your dexterity, because dodging is dexterity, and blocking is strength or endurance. So you kind of get the benefit to choose. Like maybe your endurance score is bigger than your dexterity score, right? So you get to choose that, depending on the weapon, and also depending on the weapon, right? If the total exceeds the attacker's roll, the block is successful and the player takes half damage. Got it? And then elimination, once a player's HP equals 0, they're eliminated from the game. Last person standing wins the game. So you can play with 2 people, you can play with 7 people. It's really pretty easy. Character development after each game. We probably won't put this in today, but players can allocate a point to any ability of their choice for their character, allowing their character development over time, so that you can actually start to power up your character as you beat more people, right? So it's like, think of it as brackets or becoming a heavyweight champion of the world, right? Galaxy Rider says dodge, dip, dive, duck, and dodge. Exactly. So does this sound like something you guys want to try?
Oh yeah, I'm in.
All right, let's do it.
Are we using our characters from last week?
You can, or if we absolutely. So, or we can just make it up, because really for this, what we really need is something basic. We just need our this top area. We just need our abilities, our strength, endurance, dex, charm, and intelligence, and then our hit points and the defense class. So it's going to be a little easier to make. So let's go ahead, and what I will do, I'm going to stop sharing for just a second. I'm going to make a new tab here so that I can write everyone's stuff down. Give me 1 second. And I will basically what we're going to do now is we are going to create a super simple character. Okay, so give me 1 second. I'm gonna move this over here. I'll move this over here, and I'll move the dice. I'll keep the dice roller there. All right, so who wants to play?
Me.
Everybody wants to play.
Everybody.
I would love to play, but I don't have a character yet.
I know. You'll play. We're gonna do it right now.
Okay, cool.
A super quick one. We're not going to go through the whole thing because the character stuff doesn't really come into play in this game, just like the fighting. So,
your character's name is the Black Ghost, and you're invisible.
No.
Andrew Charper.
Yes.
All right. You just, it's a good thing Rommel knows he's loved.
Hey, that's a cool name, the Black Ghost.
It is actually a cool name.
Just imagine what that character looks like. It's like the Black Panther, but he walks in and out of shadows.
That's just not a bad idea. The shadow thing.
Andrew, you had a character that I always thought was cool back in high school. Blend in the shadows. You remember that character?
The Shadow Mage.
That's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
cool.
I had one too.
Yep, we all did.
All right, so I'm going to use.
Mine was kind of like the Rocketeer looking dude, though.
Mine was a girl.
20 and was it 10 plus?
And my story had a dragon in it.
All right, so we're going to say this is Todd. And Ramel, let's do you first here. You have 5 points. It said you can't. No ability can start higher than 2 points. So let's do that. So I'm going to go 2, and I'll add a dex there. So I'll give me a higher thing. All right. So Ramel,
Yes.
give me a random name for a character.
Shit.
It totally doesn't have to overthink it.
Okay.
Black Ghost.
No,
Come on, it's
no.
an awesome name.
No. Stop. Kinte. Kintae.
Oh, that's better.
Yep. Okay, so you have 5 points to distribute. No power can be above 2. So 2 is the cap. So strength, endurance, dexterity, charm or charisma, and intelligence. How would you like to distribute those points?
Give me a 2 for dexterity. Give me another 2 for strength.
And you got 1 point left.
I don't have anything for equipment.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
What's the INT?
INT is intelligence.
Oh yeah. Give me some of that.
Okay, so you're no charisma and no endurance, which makes sense. At least on the intelligence side because we're fighting. So you start with 20 HP, 20 hit points. Your defense class is 10 plus dexterity, so you have 12, which is great. All right, let's do. Who's next? Who wants to go? Who wants to jump in?
Me.
All right, Andrew.
Maggie the Max is the name of my character.
Maggie the MAX.
MAX, yep. 0, 1, 1, 1 and 2.
All right.
2's the limit, right? For this
2's the max.
exercise?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And so your defense class is 10 plus dexterity, so you have 11.
Yep.
It's fine for now. We'll come back to weapons. We're probably just going to start with some random equal weapons just to play.
You remember how I said I thought about my character for 30 seconds?
Yeah, it's great.
I had the name. That was it.
That's the way it works. Who else wants to go? Anyone?
Avery.
Everyone's very well. Avery's muted. Zach is silent. Dusty is silent.
All right, I'm game. So what do you need me to do?
Just come up with a random name for a character.
Okay. How about Stumpwater Jack?
Stump Water Jack. All right. You got there you go. And 5 points to distribute. Cap is 2.
Just put one on. Just put one on everything.
All right, 1. All right, and you're gonna have 20 hit points, and your DC is gonna be 10 plus Dex, which is 11 total. Awesome. Anybody else? This is probably enough, but I don't want to leave anyone out.
I can go if somebody helps me with the name. I can't think of a good name.
Call him Dusty Star. That's a great name. Or wait a minute, Dusty
That's
Sky.
an actual character.
Well, use
can
that
do
then.
it. Huh?
Dusty.
All right, that works.
Sky.
Dusty Star.
Yeah, I don't know where I got that from.
From Dusty Star. What
Yeah.
would you call? What is the name?
Call it Dusty Sky because that's his name.
How would you like to distribute your points? Sir?
Put an E at the end. SKYE.
Okay, great. Thanks,
Oh.
Andrew.
Thank you. Which is the one that gives me HP? Is it dexterity?
The one that gives you DC is dexterity. HP is 20 flat.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna do 3 for strength and 2
Oh,
for
minimum, lowest, max 2.
Huh? Oh,
Good thing we're paying attention, Dusty. Good thing.
okay. All right. Thank you. I'll do 2 strength and 2 dexterity.
I don't mean to be a dick. It just comes naturally.
And I'm gonna do 1 charm, so I'm more charming than Andrew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That works.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
that
I've
wasn't-
got one in charm too as
It
well.
wasn't hard to do.
Yeah. Oh.
That's what she said.
Okay. Oh my god. All right. So here's what we're gonna do next. I'm just gonna.
You gonna give Avery the option of playing?
He's been quiet. If he wants to play, I'd love for him to play. It's up to him.
Give him the option.
I have. He's not. He's being quiet. I think his mic is muted.
I'll create a character for him then.
Okay, hold on. Because I'm going to change from. I will change Bamf and class to weapon and damage just to. All right. So let's.
I'm gonna go with the former wrestler theme, and his name is going to be Rick Rock Solid. Rock Solid is in quotes.
Sounds more like a porn name.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Oh, now he speaks up.
Freaking A, I'm doing this for him. Avery, go
What's
back.
his last name? Rick Rock Solid what?
Rick Rock Solid Rocker. ROCKER Rocker.
Sounds like
Rick
a
the
porn
Rock
actor.
Solid Rocker.
Rick the Rock Solid Rocker. That's right.
Avery, you're
his
letting
name.
him do this. You understand?
Strength is a 2.
It's Rick the Dick.
Strength is a 2, endurance is a 1, dexterity is a 1, charisma is a 1, and his intelligence is.
Zero.
He calls himself
Absolutely.
rock solid. It's
Well, he's Rick the Dick.
What about Rick Solid?
Rick Rock Solid.
Rick
Rocker.
Solid. No, that's better. Rick Solid. Yeah. He's Rick Solid. He's a private investigator.
What if you just call him Rick Rock Solid?
Yeah.
What if you called him Richard Rock Solid?
Richard.
Man, you're messing up my character design here.
Oh no. All right. So next, we're pretty good. I think we're good. Let me get down to weapons. So we're just gonna do something really simple. Just gonna weapon and then damage. This is completely. We're just gonna make it up. So let's do this. Do you want? You know what? Okay, we'll just do this. Create your weapon, and the damage will all be the same. So we'll do a damage of I don't know, one. What do you think? 1d. We could do 1d4 or 1d8. Let's do 1d4 because our HP is 20. I think that'll make sense.
Hey, quick question. We can only carry like one weapon?
Today for this game, yeah. But in the actual game, when you can carry like 5 or 6. So, so we're gonna do like 1d4 for damage on everything. But but just for again, this is just a beta, a really early alpha on this. So feel free to just come up with any kind of weapon. It doesn't really matter. Now you can determine whether you want it to be a ranged weapon or a melee, like a melee, whatever. I always call it melee weapon, like close up combat, like that. So you can use like strength or long range where you use your dex. Like, so if you have like more strength, you might want to do, you might want it depends, right? So just to show on the rules, just to give you a hint, we've got combat. To attack, a player rolls a d20 and adds their strength or dexterity modifier depending on the weapon used. Okay, so if you have more strength than dex, you're probably going to want to use a sword. If you have more dex than strength, they're going to want to use a ranged weapon like a bow. Okay, so we can just do sword and bow, and maybe that's like just to keep it simple for tonight, right? Does that sound fair to everybody?
My character uses a slingshot, an old-fashioned slingshot.
Totally cool. I like that.
Yep.
Great. Okay. Got like all these characters. Cool. So Andrew's character is going to use a slingshot. That is going to be range. That's going to be well, I shouldn't say range. It's actually distance, but whatever. Andrew, that means you're going to be using your dex modifier. Okay. So you'll be adding that +1.
Okay.
It's really distance. I'm just going to leave it as range. It doesn't matter. And you have a slingshot. Ramel, what would you like to use?
I would like to use a whip.
A whip.
Ooh.
That's great. Whip is going to be dex because that's kind of
but my whip is a composite of nanomagnets.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Nanomagnet whip. That's dope.
So that I could change. It could go from a whip to maybe a staff.
Okay, that's cool. That works. Okay. For me, Puzzle Walker is going to use. I don't know. I think he's
flying Chinese stars that look like puzzle pieces.
I was about to say shuriken. Yeah,
That's right.
That was on my mind. Shuriken.
Shuriken. Let's do it. Shuriken. The damage is all the same. 1d4. It's going to be using his dex because that's a distance thing, not a strength thing. That's really weapon type or something, but okay. And Zach, what kind of weapon would you like, sir?
What to choose? I'd say, it's Stumpwater Jack. So my idea is that this guy's basically a terminal alcoholic. So how about actually no, I'm seeing this guy's more like kind of like a drunken master, like a monk. So I'm thinking an ornately designed cast iron beer stein.
Awesome.
Which can be used to hold booze or crack someone's skull.
But you're going to use strength because that's basically close range. Cool.
Just if I seem a little out of it, I started keto, so I'm kind of in the on ramping stage. And
I hate that. I did that for a year and a half, so I understand. You sound fine though. So congrats. It's a wonderful thing. It's just a pain in the ass.
Well, also I've been hitting the gym pretty hard, so I'm like sore from the lifting.
Awesome, man. I love hearing that, dude.
No, it's not really. It's doctor's orders.
Fair enough. Whatever it takes.
And I also I also bought like a packet of sausages from Sam's Club and I had some. I'm not feeling so good, so I'm thinking they weren't cooked right, and I'm contemplating whether or not to throw out about 20 like sausages that have like skins like that taste like leather.
Better than the sushi that Dusty Sky once bought from a 7-Eleven.
No, that was egg rolls from a dollar store. Yes.
Fair enough. Even worse. Dusty, what your character is Dusty Sky. What weapon would you like to have, sir?
Yeah, first off, I think I'm owed a defense point because my dexterity is 2. So I get something from that, don't I?
Oh, you do, yeah.
Yeah.
You do. Sorry.
And I think my weapon's going to be an extraordinarily rusty ice pick. So I can get up and close with it.
Where's the
and
ice
jab
pick?
some people. Yes.
All right. And that is going to be strength for the.
Hey Todd, I gotta step away for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, go for it. Avery, what would you like for your weapon?
His bare hands.
Shut up. Ain't nobody talking to you.
It's like bear, like BEAR. Like
Yeah.
Bear.
Iron bear claws.
Iron bear claws.
Yeah.
All right, that's dope. All right, and that's going to be a strength
Yes.
thing. So there you go.
They do weight. They do damage because of the claws and the weight.
Right. Sounds good. All right. Let's play. So I'm gonna now roll. We got. All right. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna roll for initiative. And so initiative, we'll just put it in the column. So we're all gonna roll a d20. I'll just roll for you guys if that's okay, just since it's already up here.
Yeah, keep on rolling.
So
Roll it, baby. Roll it.
I'm gonna roll a 3. We'll just put that there for now. Ramel rolls a 7. Andrew rolls a 9.
Okay.
Zach rolls a 4. Wow, really low rolls on the D20. Dusty rolls a 4.
What a great game.
Avery rolls a 9. All right.
Oh, we tied.
Okay.
Avery.
That die was rigged, yo.
Right? Like what the hell? Hold on. It's Google. 120. Okay, so now I got a crit, 2 crits in a row. That's bullshit. Anyway, so it's going to be, just so that I have the order of operations here, it's going to be, it will be Andrew at the top. He gets first hits. Then it'll be
Avery.
Mel. Oh, no, that'll be Avery.
No, Avery. It'll be Avery.
Yeah. Then we'll do Ramel. And then it's Dusty, Zach, and Todd. Let's do that. Dusty.
Sitting on the top like the Jaguars. That's right.
On top like the Jaguar. Okay. I mean, it is a fantasy game. And okay, so
Oh,
all right, so we've got the initiative. Andrew gets to go first. We all enter a octagon like dungeon basement. The lights are kind of low, and I would say it's probably like 30 to 50 feet wide. So it's pretty big. It's maybe even a little bigger. It's big enough for us to fit in and kind of move around, but it's clearly like it's got a dome top. We're underground, musty smelling. You hear dripping water, and it's just disgusting. In the center is on the floor is a seal, and you can around the seal are letters in a foreign language, and even though you've never seen that language before, you have this image in your mind, and that image translates for you, and it says, "To the victor go the spoils." So something should appear. There's a prize you have come to get. You have all come from different backgrounds, different walks of life, different lands, different parts of Hyper Brooklyn in this case. And you believe that you are not allowed to leave until you get that thing. Okay? And so it's clear that this is kind of a standoff. Because apparently nobody seems to want to leave, and everybody has their weapons drawn. And the time for talk is over. So Andrew has the first move. You can take an action. Now, we're not playing with items or special abilities, so it's really just going to be attack and dodge, attack and dodge. That's what we'll be testing tonight.
So do I just like walk up to somebody and bitch slap them?
Yeah, you go up and you can bitch slap them with your bare hand, which would be strength. And I'll give you, just for tonight, I'll give you the same damage as it would with your slingshot. So, and you have that. Everyone, if you can punch, if someone drops a weapon, you can pick up their weapon and throw it at them. Like, you get to kind of modify. We'll play this as an RPG. So, yeah, Andrew, there's Avery, Ramel, Dusty, Zach, and I are standing there, and we're like, it's time for talk is over. I've waited my whole life to put a knife in your back.
Well, I've been waiting forever to bitch slap Todd, so I'm gonna walk up to him and bitch slap him.
All right. All right, we're getting it on.
Feel the back of my dainty little hand as I whoosh right across your face.
Your dainty hand.
That's
All right, so you're gonna roll a d20, and then we're gonna add a modifier, which is going to be your strength. So I'm going to say, Andrew, that is
my strength 0.
So we're just going to roll a d20.
Come on, 20.
Holy shit.
16, yeah.
16. So he gets a 16. Just so we know where we stand, basically what we're going to see is if the total exceeds my AC, which is my DC in this case, this would hit me. So I have a 12. Andrew rolled a 16. So unless I do something, he's slapping the crap out of me, and I'm gonna have to we're gonna roll for damage. So I'm like,
that's what you get for cheating on me, you son of a bitch. You slapped right across the face. I am not a woman to be scorned.
And I'm not putting up with this bullshit. So I just do a straight up block. I'm gonna put my arm up and be like, Yappa! And I'm just gonna block that bitch out. And so I'm gonna roll a d20 at my strength, and I got to beat a 16. So remember 16. I'm gonna roll to block.
You're not gonna beat a 16. Boom.
10 plus my. I guess a block is I could use my strength or my endurance, but even with endurance is 11. So Andrew slaps me. Let's see how much damage he did. I roll a d4. He slaps me for 1 point of damage.
That's
my hit points are now no longer 20; they are 19.
That's about right. My slap. I'm still a dainty little girl.
So that's your action. You took an action which was moving towards me. So now currently you're in front of me, and I'm just like, I make a squeal like, oh, like that. Like,
yes, you do.
I don't want to play this anymore.
This one out.
I'm killing Romel.
Oh man.
Nah, because I'm straight up visualizing it. God damn.
It's great. RP role playing, man, it's great. Avery, it's your turn. Avery looks at what just happened, is kind of disgusted, looks to leave but can't.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever it is, it's like I don't want it that bad anymore.
Yeah, whatever it is.
I just want to go.
He says out loud, and then is compelled to take an action. Who would you like to attack, and how would you like to attack them?
Andrew.
Of course.
So you're gonna attack.
I'm the
Andrew.
only woman in the group, and y'all are gonna attack me. That's right. Okay.
That's right.
I see how that
And,
works.
and what am I going to do?
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to walk up to him and use my bear claws and grab him by the lower jaw and try to rip it off.
Oh shit! All right, let's see what happens. So Avery goes up to Andrew and just like lays a vicious attack. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll a d20, and that is a 13, and we're gonna add his strength, which is 2. So Avery attacks with a 15.
Ooh.
So Avery's got a 15 out there. Andrew, would you like to dodge or would you like to block?
Which is the easier one to do? Dodge.
Dodge. Well, so dodge adds your dexterity, and blocking adds strength or endurance.
All right,
So
either way.
Either way.
But doesn't one of them, if you get hit, you lose half the points?
If the total exceeds if the total exceeds the attacker's roll on a block, then yeah, you take half damage.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the block then,
Okay.
because
So
I'm
you're
gonna get my ass kicked here. So
Okay. So remember, what was it, 15?
15. Yeah.
Avery has to remember 15. So I'm gonna roll a d20 for the block. 12 plus dex, or I guess you're gonna do strength or endurance. So you're
Doesn't
gonna
really matter. So
you're gonna use your 1, right? So that's 13. You got slashed. 1d4. Let's see what happens. 3. So
I lose 1.5 points, right?
you lose 1.5 points. But in this game, it's a good idea. Like that's actually something we have to figure out because you can't really do 1.5. So we're just gonna roll. We're gonna do it. We'll go for tonight. We'll go down. So we'll know what we'll go up. So that'll be 2 points. So instead of losing 3 points, you lost 2. That's usually the way it would work anyway. So good shot. And Avery looks very satisfied. And Andrew, do you have any kind of how do you react?
I'm gonna take a dump on his feet in a minute.
All right, well that'll be a free action that you can do in the next round. Ramel, your turn.
So my options are to attack or what?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta attack somebody, pick somebody.
You don't have to attack anybody. You could just kind of back up and chill. But I would. It's like Street Fighter. Like you can keep, if you back up, the other people are just going to attack. So, you have a choice to
Bring it on. I'm backing up. I mean, I wanted to bitch slap Andrew, but he's already been bitch slapped.
No,
you
attack
can
him
just
again.
slap him again. It's there's no harm in
No harm.
I mean, not to Ramel.
Okay, well, I'm giving Andrew the business. All those black jokes.
That's what you get.
So
Just so you all know, Maggie the Max is a black woman.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
like I was saying,
No, she's not. I'm sorry.
our roundhouse, Andrew.
All right. Okay, great. Because that'll be strength, and you got strength. Do you say anything to Andrew's character like "motherfucker"? You said what?
No, my character's mute. He does not
fair
speak at
enough.
all.
Oh, thank God.
It's like just steely gaze.
Yep.
Right on.
All action.
Kinte takes a shot. Oh shit! Kinte takes a shot at Andrew what's his name? Andrew? What's your character? Maggie.
Yeah.
At Maggie's face with a 19 plus 2, so you got a 21. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess that you just got smoked. But Andrew, you want to try to dodge or block?
I am going to block again.
Absolutely. All right. So
Good
roll
luck.
20. Oh no.
Obviously, I was on the ground when you kicked me. Romel.
Well, you were
So
taking
my
a dump.
block was
You
not
were
very.
taking a dump. You were
Yeah.
You're trying to take a dump on Avery's foot. and
Roll
that
the
gave
dice.
1 shot. All right, 1 point of damage. It's not too bad.
Half a point, but
We're rolling up.
that still seems so unfair because my 3 and 1 should have been 2, and instead I'm down 3. You guys really should take that half a point into consideration
We will try.
because I'm a woman who's getting her ass kicked, and y'all masculine misogynists are jumping all over me.
Dusty.
No, we're
what
gonna
would you like to do?
we're all gonna group violate you later.
Yeah, I think we're going to run a train on you here. I think the next
This isn't ultimate takedown, whatever that thing is.
This is
Romel-
turning into a
Romel
very
in-
strange
Romel
role-playing game.
introduced me to that too, by the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Dusty.
I've noticed that.
I think I'm the one that told Ramel about it.
All right, I've noticed the trend in the room, and you
Oh,
know, I just
fuck
want
you,
to
Dusty.
I just want to go with the flow. I don't want any problems with anyone else, so I'm gonna attack Andrew.
Can you attack 2 people at once?
Eventually, depending on the weapon you have, but not right now.
Oh.
This is the first time we're ever doing this.
So I'm just gonna walk up to him and shank him with my rusty.
Shake him with a rusty eye. So Ramel does this roundhouse while Maggie is kind of went to take a dump, squatted down. That left her defenseless for a roundhouse kick to the face. And Dusty Sky comes up with a rusty ice pick and just shanks, goes for the shank. So we got a 14 plus 2 is 16. So that's to hit. Now let's check, make sure. So yeah, it's higher than the defense class. So Maggie, would you like to dodge or block? You're probably gonna want to block, right?
Yes, I'm blocking.
Okay. So 15 plus Dex is 16.
Thank God.
So you know what? We haven't talked about ties, but I'm actually going to give it. I'm going to give this one to Andrew. Usually tie goes to the attacker, but I think for this one we can hit it. So I think we're going to give that to Andrew. We'll have to figure out about what happens to ties later because we don't actually have that in the rules. So I'm going to say that he successfully blocks the ice pick attack. So good try.
Yeah.
But
Pussy, Dusty.
but Andrew blocked it.
That's
So
right. Zach.
I was actually kind of wondering what I was doing while all this was happening.
Standing there watching a woman get the kicked out of her.
All right, so what I'm going to do is open up the beer mug.
Yep.
Take a huge quaff of what turns out to be Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Mm-hmm.
Walk over to the combatants
Mm-hmm.
and proceed to inflict a vomit attack on them.
Oh.
Can I do that?
Yeah, sure. Why not? A vomit attack. I'm going to say that's not a strength thing. I'm going to say it's a dexterity roll.
All right. Basically, he just realized that he's basically drinking hipster piss and that wants it out of his body as fast as possible.
Is he trying to vomit on all of us?
Pretty much, yes. It's not exactly a precision weapon.
Well, you have to pick a target. We're gonna have to do one target.
All right, so I guess Dusty's character.
Right.
Okay.
Sorry, Dusty.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay
Sorry,
with that.
Dusty.
Love you, Zach.
All right.
Thank you, dude.
So we're gonna do. So Zach is gonna be doing. This will be a dex. So we're gonna do a 20. So you got 6 plus 1 is 7. That's a miss. So you went for it. You went to barf on Dusty, and it was a miss because his DC is 12.
And
So,
you just barfed on yourself.
Yeah.
Or did I just puke on the lady?
You just puked kind of near the lady. I'm gonna say that some of the particle, like the barf particles, got onto Maggie a little bit. No
Oh.
damage, just call
Just me Lady
she's-
Gaga.
she's bruised and beaten up, and she smells like throw up. It's fine.
All right. fair enough.
So my turn. I'm like rubbing my cheek still because I got slapped, and everybody jumped in and started taking him out. and taking out Maggie. And so I was just like, wow, like, thanks guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it because, Puzzle Walker's kind of like, kind of waifish and he doesn't like to be touched. So Puzzle Walker's gonna slink back a little bit, as far back as he can go, and he's gonna pull out his shuriken, and he's gonna chuck it at Maggie's head because Maggie attacked him, and so he rolled.
Bring it on, bitch! Bring it on.
A 16 plus Dex is an 18. So Andrew's gonna dodge, I assume. So block. And that's gonna be 3 plus Dex is 4. So you got hit with the shuriken, and 2 damage. So 1 damage.
1 damage.
Right?
Yep.
Yes, that's 16. All right.
All right. Well, Mr. Shuriken, I'm going to pull out my slingshot and fire it across the room right at your nuts.
Oh shit! All right. So it's because it's Andrew's turn. He's
Good thing you're paying attention.
He's gonna attack me and fire it in my sack. Let's see. A 10. That's distance, so Dex, so you got an 11. My defense class is 12, so you missed. But good shot.
Oh, just you wait.
Avery.
Yes.
Your turn, sir.
Well, I go up to Andrew.
Hey, what's up, 2K? And Galaxy says, whoa, Dusty was coming in strong with that ice pick.
Bend her over, use my bear claws, grab her like a bowling ball, and give her a toss across the room.
Ooh.
Bring it on, big boy. Bring it on.
Jack, he can do it. That's a strength
Toss
thing.
her like a bowling ball. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I do. We're not going to get into specifics. We're just going to roll for.
Okay, because I was about to say something, so I'll.
Motherfucker.
12 plus 2 is a 14. Andrew is an 11, so Andrew's got to roll for damage. So you got to beat a 14 with the block. The block is going to be a 9 plus a 1 is a 10. Avery tosses you across the room like a bowling ball, and what you get is 2 damage.
Oh,
1 damage.
No, you failed.
I was blocking.
The total of we kind of missed it, but the you have to roll the d20 and add the strength and endurance, and that roll has to beat the attacker's roll.
Well, I didn't. Well, you've taken half every time I blocked until this time.
Right, because I messed up. You want me to just give you half? I'll give you half for this. You want me to give you half for this?
I'm just saying, everybody's beating the crap out of me.
All right, I will give you half. I will give you half for the defense, but from this point on, because this is the first time I'm playing this too. To block, the player rolls a d20 and adds their strength or endurance modifier depending on weapon, and we're only using one weapon. If your d20 plus endurance exceeds the attacker's roll, the block is successful. So if you get to roll to defend. You have to beat his roll, right? So we'll just call it. That's totally fine. Happens all the time. First time we're playing it, and I gave you the half point on that one. But next time it's going to be full damage if you fail that roll.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I see how he's changing the rules on the woman. He just likes watching them beat up on me.
Ramel, how are you doing, sir? What would you like to do?
Well, since I already made an example out of Andrew, I think I'm a dodge.
Dodge what?
Well, I mean, I'm a backup.
Okay.
Back up.
You're gonna back up kind of to the corner. Do you want to? You don't want to take an action. You're just gonna chill in the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna create a little distance. So if you want me, you know where I'm at.
Totally fine. And in future games, we actually can play with a grid, so we can actually do movements and stuff like that if that adds to it. I'm not really sure, but yeah. All right, no worries. You back up.
Who's next for a Maggie whooping?
Andrew Ramel backed up. Dusty Sky, what would you like to do?
Yeah,
Good.
so I just saw Maggie get rolled across the room like a bowling ball. So now I'm going to take my ice pick and I'm going to throw it at Maggie like a dart.
Wow, you're gonna throw it.
No,
All
I'm gonna
right,
throw it.
you're gonna throw it. All
That's
right,
going to be Dex.
Bring it on.
that's gonna be a dex.
dickhead.
He's gonna go from strength to dex, which is fine. All right, let's try it. A 7 plus dex is 2. Andrew's DC is 11. So
in other words, you failed.
you throw the rusty ice pick, and you missed, and you don't have it. You are now empty-handed, sir. Would you like to do anything else?
Can I go pick it up?
Not until your next turn.
Then no, I
Oops.
don't like to do anything.
Now,
else.
this is where having a graph would be, because you could actually see who's closest to the weapon, right? So right now we have to use a theater of a mind, and I'm going to say probably, Andrew is obviously going to be closest to the rusty ice pick. Maybe second would be Ramel because he backed up. So just keep that in the theater of the mind for right now, and use that as you prefer. Zach, your turn, sir. What would Stumpwater Jack like to do?
Well, normally at this situation he'd probably pass out, but instead he's going to raise his beer mug and take a swing at Dusty.
All right.
Because he abhors violence against women, and he does not care about the circumstances.
Thank
Fair
you,
enough.
Zach. Zach's been sitting here watching this woman get the shit beat out of her, and now he's doing something. Thank you.
It took him a while for his alcohol-sodden brain to.
Fair enough.
I will leave you for last when I beat the shit out of all of you.
So we got an 11 plus a dex, I guess. So that would be a 12, and that matches Dusty's DC. Now I did kind of make a rule. Usually tie goes to the attacker, but tonight we're doing defender. So I'm going to say that it hits, but it doesn't do damage. It kind of graces out. And I am last. So what I'm going to do is, I'm looking at all this and I'm like, holy crap, this shit's crazy. Oh man, Dusty's a target because he just dropped his weapon. I'm gonna take aim at Dusty because he's defenseless, and I know I have to. It's kind of like a kill or be killed situation. So I'm gonna do 7. I'm gonna shoot at 7 with my weapon, plus Dex is 9, and I completely miss. So now you know that this is war. Now, before we start next round, now that we see how the dice works, how do you guys feel if I bump up the damage from a 1d4 to a 1d8?
Oh, now that I'm almost sucking grass? Yeah, sure.
No, but it's your turn. You get the first attack.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to pump it. I'm going to put it to 1d8, just because a lot of us haven't been hit, and I want to see. I really would love to get through a game of this before midnight. So,
yeah, that's got to happen.
Yeah, so we got to pump it, and we'll do another one. Like maybe we'll bump it to a 1d10 and 1d20. We'll just push it higher. So,
all right, now my feminine rage has built up so much that I'm ready to attack.
All right.
And you know what, Dusty?
Feminine rage.
I'm going to pick up your knife.
Oh.
And I'm going to throw it, your ice pick, and I'm going to throw it right back at you, bitch. This is what you get for trying to hit me with it.
All right.
Pick it up, and I'm going to throw it right back at you.
Let's go. Damage time. Let's see if it hits. No.
Oh, well, I guess I throw like a girl.
Does this mean that I caught it?
No.
It means that it missed you. But now it's probably in the mix between everybody else, and it's Avery's turn. So he's probably closest to it if you wanted to do anything with it.
Nobody heard the "I throw like a girl"?
Yeah,
comment?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
I see Zach taking a drink, and as he takes the drink, I hit him right at the cup, and his own cup hits him in the face.
All right.
Iron fist claws.
Pretty brutal. All right. Roll for damage. Oops, wrong die. Roll for damage. 6 plus strength is 8. And defense class of Stumpwater Jack is 11, so it misses. You went for it and he didn't get it. But he knows that you mean business for sure. Ramel.
All right, Stinky Pete, do something.
Well,
Stinky Pete.
Since I'm in the back of the room, I'm going to take my whip and I'm going to pick up that knife with it. Real smooth, like.
What? The pick? You mean the ice pick?
Yeah, the ice pick.
Yeah, sure. I'll give it to you. Why not? All right. What would you like to do? That's an action. You can also attack someone. You have distance on that whip, so you're probably within hitting range if you want to attack somebody. And you've got the pick. So
anything left in Dusty's drink?
Zach's drink.
I'm sorry, Zach's drink. You got anything left in that?
Yeah, I mean he's
Doesn't he have to actually roll to see if he actually gets the ice pick first? How would you do that?
You could roll. I mean, you could probably roll a D2 if you really wanted to.
I'll tell you what. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to take my whip and I'm going to bind Todd's legs. So I whip and I bind your legs and drag you to the floor.
Oh shit! He's going after me. All right.
Yep.
So
you.
All right, let's do it. So you do 13 plus your dex is 15. So you hit me. Right. And now that's not a block. That's kind of a dodge. I don't have a choice. So I'm going to roll a D20. That was a 15, right? I got to beat a 15. So, 15 plus my dex is a 2. So I got a 17. So I jump out of the way, man. I see that coming and I'm like, whoa. All right. Good try though. Good stuff. Dusty, your turn.
Yeah, I don't really like the fact that Maggie the Max gave me some attitude and threw my pick back at me, and now it's lost.
Yeah.
So
no, it's not. Rommel never picked it up.
Oh,
it's
yes,
around somewhere. No, he didn't. He changed his mind and just went for the whip.
Wait, so where's the pick?
Wherever it landed.
No, Rommel picked it up.
No, he didn't. He changed his mind, remember? Instead of picking it up with his magnetic whip,
So it's on the floor somewhere.
I still don't like that Maggie threw it at me, so I'm going to go up to Maggie and bitch slap her.
You don't like the
back
fact
of my
that that's
whatever. With those weak ass arms of yours, go ahead. See if you can do it.
We've got.
Fuck me.
21
little arms.
21 to beat. Andrew, would you like to? I mean, you can block it, so we'll do the block.
Yes, I'll block.
Oh, he blocked it. He blocked it. I'm gonna get it. He gets it, and so but
Dusty's weak ass arms.
So he gets the half damage because it is a block. So 8 is shit. He critted on the damage, so it's 4 damage.
Wait a minute, didn't I tie?
Yeah, so the block worked.
So I take half. Fuck me. Keep changing the rules and picking on the woman. That's all you're doing. Whatever.
You're doing
Wait a minute. If we tied, never mind. I'll just take it.
Well, I mean, again, first time we're ever doing this. Do you feel, Andrew, make your case. Do you feel like if we tie, it should just like go nothing happens and no damage?
Exactly. Because that's what we've done like 2 or 3 times already in this rolls.
All right, I'll give it to you. No damage.
But that was a block and not a dodge. If it was a dodge, it'd be no damage. If it was a block, it's still half damage, right?
Yeah, now it's half damage, and when you increase the roll, yeah, whatever. I'm just waiting for somebody to bend you over their knee, Dusty. Trust me, it's gonna happen. Avery's been eyeballing your ass all night long. It's happening.
Zach.
Isn't that right, Avery?
Yes.
I'm coming for you. I'm just sticking to you.
All right. Okay. Enjoying listening to the homoerotic nonsense. I didn't realize this had become a completely different kind of podcast.
Adult fantasy. It's
not
exactly
what
what
you
you
think.
think
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, what it says on the tin. Okay, so I just got punched in the face with my own mug, with my own beer mug.
No, I missed it. I tried to. Remember?
Well, even so, you triggered my
yeah, come
my-
on, bring it.
you've triggered my reactive nausea, and also poured more of this vile Milwaukee embalming fluid down my throat. And by the way, PBR, I don't really get the appeal for like the hipsterati.
You know what? When it's really hot and it's really cold, I like PBR, but it has to be ice cold.
Well,
If it's a little bit warm, I can't drink it.
Because that's because you can't. That's because when it's really that cold, you can't taste it. But anyway, so basically, yeah. So that triggers my reactive combat nausea, and I will again attempt, and I will turn on the guy who tried to curb me with my own mug, and I will give him I will empty the remaining contents of my gullet into his face.
Good.
All right, and this is so what, say that one more time. You're going after who?
I'm basically gonna yeah. So who? So yeah, I think it was Avery, right? Avery.
Me.
Going
Yeah.
after Avery. Yeah.
All right.
He's basically gonna puke on Avery's character.
Got it.
And because it's mostly stomach acid, I do expect some damage.
So that's a 12 plus Dex is 13.
Bullseye.
That hits. If Avery, I assume you're going to want to dodge that.
How you can't dodge that? You know,
Yeah,
you can't block it either. You can dodge it, but you can't block it. And
you can't block it because you're going to get hit. So you kind of have to dodge. So
Yeah.
you roll a 20 to dodge. That's a 10 plus your Dex is 11. So that hits.
Oh my gosh!
And his barf is so acidic and just terrible.
It actually burned me.
It actually does a D8 damage.
3. That's huge.
You got 3. Yeah, that's pretty big. All right. No one is there. Anyone left unscathed? Oh, Zach is unscathed, and Dusty is unscathed. We got to change that. And Romel's unscathed. Oh, we got a long way to go. Okay, great.
That's why you had to up the damage.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna roll mine, and we'll up it again. So for me, I'm gonna take a shot. I'm just gonna be straight up about it. I'm gonna take a shot at Zach. And so I roll a d20. I got 13 plus my Dex, which is a 15 for my shuriken. So 15 will hit unless Zach decides to, I guess, dodge or block.
Yeah, Zach. Actually, I'm going to say Zach is so surprised. No, Stumpwater Jack is so surprised that his attack worked that he doesn't see you coming up behind him.
Oh, so you're just gonna block, or you're gonna just take the damage?
He's gonna take the damage because he's kind of like, holy shit, I can't believe that worked.
All right, that's totally cool. I love that. I love that you decided to play that in the spot. Oh, 1 damage. All right.
See, there you go. He trusted
Not bad at all. All right, so we're gonna push a little higher. We're gonna do 1d10. So this is ridiculous, but let's just see what happens. And it's Andrew's turn. You get the first 1d10 attack.
All right, Romel, you cannot sit in the shadows any longer. I'm pulling out the slingshot and I'm firing at your head.
All right.
All right. So we're gonna do d20 to hit. Andrew gets a 10 plus his dex is 11, and it misses. Ramel, you know
Right.
that.
Romel, just forget that I did that. I was actually aiming at Avery, and it kind of looked like it. I shoot a slingshot like a girl too. Just
Yeah,
remember. All right, Avery, your turn. Avery.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. I can smell the smoke over here, so yeah, I know.
See, I was gonna attack Zach again, but you know what? I gotta go for the field gold kick on maxi pad.
Bring it on, bitch. Bring it on.
All right. All right, here we go. 14 plus. Well, wait. You said you're gonna hit him. Say it one more time. What was the action?
Kick. It's like a running kick.
All right, so that's a 16. Avery's been rolling good tonight. That's gonna hit. Andrew, would you like to dodge and attempt 0 damage, or block and risk half damage?
I'm going to dodge.
All right, dodge.
Fail miserably.
20. Oh no!
Oh, whoa! That's insane.
He just like
By the seat of your pants.
so Avery, like Neo in the Matrix, you're doing this kick, and somehow Maggie just like walks up and does a cartwheel on the wall or some shit, and just like gives you a wink and a head nod and like the little like Japanese like victory, like get that, and just like you're just left completely baffled, man.
No. All I did was step to the side and go, "Aw, that was cute."
Yeah, you did that. That happens.
Romel.
Well, since my whip can change forms, I will erect it into a staff, and I will thrust the stiff end right into Andrew's gut.
All right.
Are you sure that's where you want to thrust it?
Yeah.
Anyway, 7.
Well, guess what? You failed, fucker.
Maggie says. All right, Dusty.
I'll keep that in mind, Mr. Romel.
Hey, you know what? I have this Tourette's, so it just
Well, I can't wait for the next time it's my turn and the hit points go up to 12. So
who knew a cage fight could turn into weird sexual innuendo in the dungeon fighting circuit?
It's a shame
I knew that was going to happen.
It's a shame those early attacks were so low.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, Dusty, what are you doing?
All right, I think I'm going to continue with the trend that I see everybody else doing, and I'm going to go over and kick Maggie in the shin, I guess.
You're going to kick in the shin.
Yeah.
16 plus your strength is an 18. Andrew is going to, I assume, well, it's up to you. Do you want to dodge or do you want to block?
I'm going to dodge it. I'm going to dodge.
All right. 15 plus your dex is 16. That was a tie, right?
No.
I forgot the number. What was the other number?
What did he roll? Yeah, I already forgot.
I rolled a 16, but it's 16 plus strength, isn't
It was
it?
16
So
plus
18.
strength, so it was 18.
Yeah.
So he just hit. Yep.
Roll the 10 and let me see what I got because I'm taking it all.
Talk shit, get hit.
Oh, 8. So you're down to 3. So
Don't
Maggie's not
smile,
looking.
Dusty.
Maggie's not looking so hot. After being brutally beaten, it's a swift kick to the shin that just does it. All right, so it's Zach. Do you choose to attack one of the more healthy fighters? Ramel hasn't had any damage, and Dusty hasn't had any damage. Or are you looking at or anybody else? If you want to hit anybody else, or do you go after Maggie? Like, what's your play?
Well, he's gonna, he's gonna pick up his beer mug. He's still pissed that Avery's character tried to ram a cast iron beer mug into his mouth. So he's gonna try to do two.
All right.
I
So he's
just
gonna.
want to bully Andrew.
What's that? He's gonna go after. He's gonna go after.
Yeah, he's gonna try and beat Avery over the head with a beer mug.
All right, let's do it. D20. You got a 6 plus strength is going to be 1, so it's going to miss. That happens. And then for me, Puzzle Walker is looking at all this chaos and is just like, what the hell happened? And he's actually gonna throw a shuriken at Dusty Sky because why not? Roll a 20. And a 7 plus whatever is going to miss. So, I'm just like a terrible shot tonight. What do you guys want? We're about to start at the top. Do you want to push it to a D20 or do you want to stick it at D10?
10's fine.
10's fine.
Okay. So, Andrew, take someone out, dude.
Okay. There's something about a strong black man that's just turning me on. But I need to beat his ass at the same time, so I'm gonna shoot my slingshot at Romel once again, aiming for the head again.
All right, 12 plus your dex is 13, so it will hit.
Yep.
It will hit.
So are you
Romel,
gonna dodge or are you gonna block?
Yeah, Kinte, are you gonna dodge this or are you gonna block it?
I'm gonna dodge.
All right, so. You gotta be a 13. No, you don't.
Right in the noggin.
Right in the noggin. So, Andrew rolls a D10 for damage,
and you take all of it.
5.
All of it.
Get 15.
Sends a
Got
shiver
5
down your
points
spine,
to
doesn't
15.
it? Bitch nailed you in the head. Damn right.
You do realize my turn is coming up, correct?
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of you.
Get out of here.
So, Avery, your turn, sir.
Yeah. Andrew with his 3 health points left. I'm not afraid of you. I love it. I see the moxie of his I'm not afraid of you. And I go, you know what? I'm not going to mess with him right now. I'm enjoying watching him get his ass beat. So I'm going to go back after Zach. And I'm going to take my bear claw, grab him by the balls, and give him the old dick twist.
A dick twist is incoming, Zach.
Take it like a man, Zach. Take it like a man.
12,
Old
14.
dick twist.
Incoming dick twist.
If he actually
14
hits, I'm definitely dodging that because
14 is gonna hit. Zach is gonna dodge. He's got to beat a 14 with his dex. No.
Oh.
He gets the dick twisting.
10. 10.
And let's see how much damage it is. So 2. So
It's okay. If you got a little dick, it's not going to hurt as bad.
Let's just say that this isn't the first. This isn't the first
It's
time.
numbed by the fact that he's drunk.
I think as a GM, I think what happens is like those bear claws makes it kind of hard for him to actually grab things with his hands.
The big claws.
Or
Plus he's drunk, so it numbs a bit of the pain.
Pretty much, yeah. Romel, your turn, sir.
Go ahead, do it, premature ejaculator.
Yeah.
I'm in a room full of premature ejaculators. That's the way it goes.
Andrew's character has a pretty mouth. I sure like to smack her in it with my nice stiff staff.
Adult fantasy is exactly what you think it is.
It's not what you think.
I mean,
what am I doing with my life?
And it's a straight jab, so it gets sort of a gluck sound.
All right.
Yeah.
So
my staff has never been stiffer.
And you missed, you punk.
God damn.
It was kind of a limp-wristed throw.
I should be allowed to counter and stick my. Never mind.
Anyway,
keep going.
Good shot though,
Dusty. Are you gonna attempt to violate the woman again?
Dusty Sky is looking at this mess, and while it's violent. There's also some kind of weird eroticism going on that he doesn't totally understand. But
somebody
escape.
needs to draw this comic.
He can't escape. So
Yeah, so I've just gotten tired of Maggie running her mouth there, and
oh,
got to be put down. So I'm gonna go over to Maggie and give her the final bitch slap of death.
the final countdown bitch slap. All right, Galaxy Riders is
You
laughing
got
at
your
this.
ice pick back.
All right.
How did I get
All
my
right.
ice pick?
So Dusty goes for
You
the
didn't go
hit.
pick it up. That means it's still
Oh no! Complete
Oh, you
miss.
missed.
Complete miss with a 2. Man. All right, Zach,
Doesn't
your
it
turn,
suck
sir.
when the chick's balls are bigger than yours? Ooh.
Zach,
Yeah.
who knew that? I did not know that putting these gents in a battle arena would unleash their literary proficiency.
I can't believe I'm the only chick here and I'm fighting for my life against you punks.
It's true. It's true.
I wish I could say that I'm surprised that we've already descended to the level of like a mutual dick joke, but I'm not.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
That's honestly, it's to be expected.
All right, so Avery just tried to mash Stumpwater Jack's potatoes. So basically, Stumpwater Jack is going to swing his foot back and basically do a massive kick right up Avery. What's your character's name?
Rick Solid.
He's basically going to basically try to castrate Rick Soller with the tip of his boot.
All right.
Joke's on you. I'm into that shit.
All right. Rolling a 20. No, you got a 2.
See?
Okay.
See?
So so I guess I whip it.
You whipped it. So
I can still hear you, Ramel. That joke's on you, got me.
Zach's character is so drunk, he went to go kick Avery in the nards and missed completely.
Wolfman's got nards.
So I'm actually gonna go after Dusty because Dusty is actually winning because he has been unscathed. So my character looks at him and winks through his puzzle mask and throws a shuriken at his soft fleshy bits. 20, so 13 plus plus my dex is a 15. 15 is gonna hit. Dusty, would you like to dodge or block?
Can I catch it? Can I try to catch it?
I mean, I guess technically if you block and you win, you can say that you caught it.
Okay, let's do that.
All right, so that we're gonna roll a 20. 17 plus, I mean it's a probably strength or endurance, so you're gonna use your strength. So you win. You catch it in midair?
Yes, I do.
He
And
catches
he
it
doesn't
in
take
midair.
half damage at all?
No, he beat it.
Okay.
He beat it. I threw it with all my force, and he just went like, and just caught it, and just looked at it, and looked at me, and laughs, I suppose. Very damaging to one's ego, sir. Very damaging.
My feminine rage is just building up inside, and I need to find a target and let it out.
Mm-hmm.
And Kinte, buddy, you're gone, buddy. I'm throwing my entire body at you, and I'm gonna do a spin kick
Wouldn't
to
be the
knock
first
you
time.
on your ass. That's right. Hey, once you go black, you never go back. You know what I mean?
Oh,
All right, roll it.
2 denied.
Get that weak shit out of here.
I'm still disoriented from all the attacks on me. Just remember that, okay, guys?
Kente pulls out $1, puts it in his G-string just for you to go away.
Avery, do your worst.
Avery,
What?
your turn.
Yeah.
Now, just remember, Zach just tried to kick you in the nards.
I know.
And missed.
I know. I'm enjoying your suffering. Don't worry.
Okay.
You're hanging on by a thread anyway, so I'm going to let someone else do you. So
Feels
I'm
like my prom.
Oh, maybe I should just bump up the dice to like a D80. Just
so we can end this shit.
Just so you can put me out of my misery. That's what you're saying, you.
Man.
Okay. Sorry. Oh my God! I swear, I want to apologize right now to all the people viewing this. I don't know what got into me tonight.
Well, a couple of foots and like some other shanks.
A
And
nice
some other
pick.
things. A nice pick.
Yeah. Wait till my turn. I'm really going to show you what got into you.
As I always say, Romel, wrong hole, wrong hole.
A bowling ball grip.
Oh dear Lord.
Avery, do something.
Looking at the drunk guy, my character just defiantly grabs him by the throat, picks him up in the air, and choke slams him like Kane.
Ooh. All right. This is an attack on Stumpwater Jack.
Yeah, on Stumpwater.
20, 13 plus 2, a 15 to beat, because that will hit.
Yep.
Stumpwater, you got to beat a 15. Do you want to dodge or block?
I'll try and dodge.
All right, so we're going to roll a d20, and that'll be a dex mod. 15 and dex is 16. He dodges.
What?
He
dodged
your
Rob.
weak ass. He dodged your weak ass.
He dodged it, man.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, he did that. Romel, your turn.
All right, Romel.
What's going on, little girl? So,
Hey, Big Daddy. Be nice to me. Be nice to me.
So,
I would just like to point out that Dusty has actually hidden his video and his avatar.
So, my whip is changed from a whip to a staff. Now I changed it to a trident.
All right.
So now I'm going to impale this little girl.
Oh,
I'm going for I'm going for the impaling.
all right. D20
Please
for
don't hurt me.
impalement.
Please don't hurt me.
D20 for impalement. 12 plus that 2 is a 14. It's gonna hit. Maggie, do you want to dodge or block? You got to beat a 14.
I'm dead either way, so go ahead and dodge.
You never know because you can win and you have to. So 15, you dodged it.
God damn it!
Yeah.
Eat it, Buster.
Dusty, your turn, sir.
Just remember, Todd is attacking you and has been attacking you. So
I attacked Dusty too. Yeah.
yeah. I just wanted to remind him of that before he goes over and tries to
Kill you. Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to add to pleading your case?
If I survive to the end, I will take care of you. I will make you a happy person.
Okay, that's nice.
I have that ability.
Excellent. I'm going to go over to Maggie, and I'm going to kick her in the face.
Oh, sweet justice. As Dusty Sky goes over to Maggie and attempts to do that. Rolls a 11 plus that dex is a 13. So that's gonna maybe hit. That will hit. Do you want to dodge or do you want to block?
I will dodge.
All right, we're gonna dodge. 8. That is not gonna happen. So you get hit. Nice kick to the face. So Dusty's gonna roll. We're gonna roll
10.
a d10. We're gonna roll a d10. Oh, no way! A critical fail. I got a 1.
Sit and spin, Buster.
Maggie's still like twitching. She's moving. Got some life in there. Them bones have a little bit of movement.
God. Oh God.
Zach, what would you like to do, sir? Zach,
All right, what do you need me to do?
it's your turn.
All right, he's gonna try and club Avery again.
All right, Club and Avery. So we're gonna roll a D20. That's a 6. That's not gonna, even with modifier, it's gonna miss. My turn. Oh man, I'm so tempted to go after Maggie, but I want to let it either go to Avery or Ramel, I think. So I'm gonna go after Dusty again because he's the only one that has not got a scratch on him. The dude is freaking Teflon and things just bounce off of him. So I'm gonna throw my shuriken at him. 12 plus my dex is 14. That will hit. Unless Dusty can dodge it or block it. What would you like to do, Dusty?
Oh, I guess I'll. I already have one of your shurikens in my pocket, so I guess I'll try to dodge this one.
All right, you're gonna dodge it. That's gonna be 6 plus your dex. No, you got hit.
Oh dear.
Got hit. So it's a 1d10. You take 8 damage. Finally, Dusty's perfect score goes down to a 12. Awesome. All right, Andrew.
Now, what I'm going to suggest I do should be in the rules if it's not.
Okay.
I am going to steal from all of you a victory and impale myself onto whatever sharp object is around me. And
no, I'm not allowing that. No way.
You mean I can't? Why not?
No way, dude. You're not stealing the victory.
You do realize that one of you is going to kill the only woman in this entire arena.
I think they're perfectly okay with that.
All right, fine. Then I'm going to scroll through again. Who's got the lowest hit points?
It would be you. I'm just kidding. It would be Ramel's got 15, Zach has 17, Dusty Sky now has 12. So Dusty went.
All right, in a last desperate attempt to do some damage, I am going to take my slingshot, and since my fingers are almost broken in during this battle, I am going to shoot the slingshot using my teeth and my feet. And I'm going to aim at Dusty Star's head. Dusty Sky's
Sounds
head.
good. Perfect. Let's go.
20. And if I miss, it's because I really am not very good at doing this with my feet.
You got you hit 11 plus dex is 12. So that's going to hit. Well, I guess because we did tie goes to defender this time, didn't we?
Yep.
So yeah. It doesn't hit.
So in other words, Dusty is fuck you.
Avery, you have a chance to make history here, sir.
Go pick on Dusty. Come on. Wouldn't it be great if Dusty went out before Maggie went out?
Just remember all the mouthing off Maggie's been doing. So
I'm enjoying letting Andrew twist.
Maggie's mouth is barely moving at this point, guys.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
first attack ripped part of my jaw. You know,
I take a huge uppercut at Stumbly drunk.
At Stumpwater Jack.
Yeah.
All right. He's been going after Stumpwater.
Yeah.
Hard.
Well, the two of them were in the corner bitch slapping.
Yeah,
that's right.
And that sucks. He's gonna dodge that, no problem.
Well, you got a 12, so it's gonna hit him unless he dodges. or
but
blocks it.
He's got a 20, so
Zach, you dodging or you blocking?
I'll try and block it.
All right, so you're going to be a D20 plus strength or endurance. No, so it hits.
So you take half the damage from the 10.
No, he did not beat the block. He failed the block. He failed the block.
Okay. So
Right.
he takes the whole damage.
He takes the whole damage.
Takes the whole thing.
2, not bad at all.
2's bad.
Ramel, you have the chance here. Is it? Yeah, Ramel, your turn, sir. You have the chance to make history and take Maggie out. I suggest you do it.
A black man taking out a woman. Yep, that's history, all right.
Hey, so who's unscathed?
Nobody's unscathed anymore. I probably have the most hit points. Maggie has the least, and everybody else is kind of in the middle.
So I tell you what, since my whip has failed on 3 separate occasions, I'm actually going to go and pick up Todd and hit Andrew with him.
You're gonna use me as a weapon?
Damn right.
All right. Normally that.
Oh, you do realize if you fail at this, I'm going to pick on the fact that you couldn't pick up Puzzle Walker.
Normally I would not allow that because that in itself would be an attack, and I would defend. I would have the right to defend. But I'm so surprised that you're actually trying to do that, and you get an inspiration point for that. I'm going to allow it. So you picked me up, and I'm like, hey, what are you doing? Like kind of weirdly wayfish. And you use my body to swing it at Maggie. And it's a 16. That's a strength thing. So your strength is gonna be an 18 to beat. This might be it. 18 to beat. Andrew, are you gonna dodge or are you gonna block?
I'm going to dodge it, and I'm going to be successful too.
Yo! A critical dodge.
Are you serious?
A critical dodge. Yo, so
This is why I'm not going after Andrew. I'm enjoying this too much.
So a critical, I'm going to add something. A critical dodge or block.
I should get to be able to do a counterattack.
You get a counterattack. You get an attack of opportunity.
How the fuck?
Yeah, definitely need to be able to. If I can dodge out of the way of somebody picking up a guy and throwing him at me.
He got a critical dodge. I mean, he did like a Neo thing up the side of a wall, and he's coming back at you right now. Yeah, MK says dodge and counter. Yeah, you absolutely get to counter, man. So, what would you like to do, Maggie?
Have your way with him.
He picks up Puzzle Fucker, throws him at me. Not only do I dodge, but I do one of those dodges where I move out of the way and I grab Puzzle Fucker and I spin him around and I throw him right back at Kinta.
My name is Puzzle Walker, not Puzzle Fucker.
And my name is Kente. Kente.
I don't give a shit what any of your names are.
All right, that happens.
That weak shit out of here.
He critically fails. So,
That weak shit. It's like you tried to pick him up and you fell under his weight. So now you're pinned under somebody else's body. Now
He went from one extreme to the other, like both most unlikely things that could happen.
So normally on a critical fail, you take damage. You either you lose the weapon or you hurt yourself.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a pass though, because I'm going to give it a pass just because I don't want my body falling on Maggie to be what kills her. So
hey, that was my whole intent. So
we could do it. Maybe we should.
Roll 10 just to see what happens.
Let's just see what happens. So I fall on. So Puzzle Walker falls on top of. So just to recap what's happened, Kinte picks me up like a baseball bat, swings me at Maggie, who does a Neo backflip off the wall, while in midair, grabs me, swings me back around to try to hit Kinte, fumbles it, and I land on top of Maggie for
That's supposed to be
3
a 10.
damage,
It's supposed
which
to be a
would knock
10.
you out.
You know what? It's supposed to be a 10.
That was, oh yeah, you're right. I'll do 10. 3 damage. So
But
I'm going to
instead,
take it. Well,
instead, I just failed.
fine.
Okay.
I think it would be a great way to end it, but we'll let you slither back to but I'm on top of you now. So
And I'm
Dusty,
loving it. I'm
Dusty,
loving
you
it.
just saw this.
Dusty's like, I don't know what the fuck to do now.
So Puzzle Walker is on top of Maggie on the ground right now, right?
Unfortunately.
Can I come over there and body slam you both?
Sure,
No,
but it would do
you
damage
could,
to him,
you can,
not to
but
me.
you have to target somebody.
Well, in that case, I'll just walk over and kick Maggie in the face.
All right, you kick Maggie in the face like a really gentle, like a soft tap.
Oh, no.
More
That
like
came
FIFA.
really hard.
No, that's not a 15. You can't roll 2 dice and claim one of them.
Oh my god, he's so lucky. 15 to 3, 5. It's a miss because I accidentally hit the button twice.
That's right. That's right.
All right, he's still in it, guys. Maggie's like, I can make it. Like you sound like the dude from the Predator. I can make it. You know,
Hey,
like
guys, we used to have a rule. Whenever we would go to my parents' house Sunday night for dinner, when we played poker afterwards, the rule was first out brings dessert the next week. So there's got to be a first out has to do something next week. And
All
knowing that I'm most likely going to be the first one out. And
fair enough. Well, I think that's great. While
you have
you're
to come up with something.
While we're thinking about that, Zach, what do you want to do?
I don't know.
He's so drunk, he doesn't know what he's doing.
You know what? Stumpwater Jack is going to look at this and say, wait a minute. Why am I fighting you guys? And, he's going to say, fuck it. And he's still pissed about Avery's guy trying to stomp his grapes. So he's going to swing. He's going to do a low blow and slam the mug between, basically do unto Avery what Avery tried to do unto him.
All right, let's do it. Roll D20.
All right.
A 12.
Ow.
12 plus.
And
that was a strength thing, so that's 13. So that's going to hit. Avery, do you want to dodge or do you want to block?
Block.
All right, so you're going to block. You have to be at 13. And a 10. 10 plus probably your strength is a 12. So no, you got hit.
Oh, no.
We're going to roll for damage.
Oh, my Jimmy.
Your Jimmy got damaged. 6.
Damage. That's a big hit.
So you got under 11 there. And now we're gonna pump this up a little bit. I'm gonna push this to a D20.
All right. Hey Todd.
Go.
It's almost 11 p.m.
No, I know. I keep wanting Andrew to die, and I have a way to end the damn game, but no one wants to kill him. He's unkillable.
Yeah, I've been trying.
Yeah,
I know.
It's pretty. I've been enjoying watching these amazing escapes from death.
So
you're going to attack me again?
I am going to attack Maggie.
Okay.
And I'm going to
bring it on, limp bitch.
I'm on top of you, so I'm just gonna wrap you up in like full on arm bar and just try to snap your arm and snap your neck and like all kinds of good stuff. So fuck. I get a 1, which means, normally, so I'm just going to roll it because I've made a rule. So I critically failed that. And so,
Do I get to counter? Because you're on top of me.
yeah,
You failed at your thing. So because you failed your attack on me
yeah.
at a critical, I'm going to bite the shit out of your neck. And then I get another turn, right? Because I'm countering you. So since I'm the next person up, I can attack you again.
That is correct.
All right, roll that bitch. Let's see what happens.
So 7.
So I fail.
So you failed that, but now you can attack me again.
Yes, and I'm going to try to bite you in the neck again.
All right. 16 plus, that's going to be
17.
Yeah, 17, right? Yep.
So this time, my second bite worked then.
Yes, that's right. And
so
I got to.
Are you going to dodge or are you going to block it?
I'm going to.
What, pray tell, are you going to block my bite with?
I'm going to dodge it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, 20.
Oh!
I'm up and I'm back. I'm just like,
okay.
I announced to everyone in the room, can we just kill this bitch, please? Avery, I'm looking at you.
Somebody needs to clip that and make that a thing.
Avery, please put me out of my misery. He's muted.
You can.
He's muted.
Okay, my character is like, okay, fine, I'll do it. And I just do...
He's like Thanos. I'll do it myself.
I'll do it myself. And I just do a big running, like saber-tooth like style jumping slash attack.
All right. 9.
And you fail.
You got 11.
Oh, wait a minute. No. What's his? Is that a strength?
Yeah.
So that would be 11, and my hit points is 11.
Yeah. And
so does that mean he
defender
failed?
tonight?
Playing defender tonight. So guess what, Avery?
He missed.
Oh.
Ramel, good Lord, please take Maggie out.
Yeah.
Bring it on, boy. Bring it on.
Boy.
Yeah, I called you boy. Called you boy.
I got you, boy.
Ramel, it's okay, Ramel. His character is black.
Yeah. All right. So.
I'm just gonna put this out there. Whoever kills another character gets to describe their kill.
Okay. Let's say I turn my weapon back into a staff, and let's say I tried some Brazilian takedown or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just a wild takedown.
Sounds good. That's going to be a 20. 11 plus 2 is 13. So, Maggie, this is going to hit you unless you dodge or block.
I'm going to dodge.
You're going to dodge, and you're going to get a 4. It's going to hit. This could be it.
Roll the 10. Roll the 10.
This could be it. This could be it. And he does 6 damage. Maggie, Kinte, describe your kill.
Oh, well, my kill systematically breaks every bone in that chick's body, and I fucking fold her in half and throw her carcass right there in the middle of the floor.
You do that, and everybody just stops what they're doing for a second and just looks. And at that moment, you all kind of feel something in your pocket, and you pull it out, and it's a piece of paper, and you unfold the paper, and it says, "Good job killing Maggie. That was the goal. You're all free now." And the rest of the players look at each other, all bandaged and bruised up, but they look at Maggie's dead carcass. Everyone gives each other daps and goes out for a drink, leaving Maggie's cold, dead, lifeless body on the floor behind.
You're welcome, everyone.
Woo! Galaxy says, good night. She had to go. MK says, everybody loves a family-friendly game.
of murder.
Well, I'm going to call it there because clearly it would go on for a while longer, and it's already a little late. It's the first time we played the game. It's the first time we played the game with 5 people. Originally, I imagined it for 2, so you can kind of imagine how it would go a lot faster if it was just back and forth, like a straight up Street Fighter game. But learned a lot, and I think what do you before we leave? Is there anything you guys took away, like anything that we could add, change, or modify to death, kill, 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 with the caveat that we're going to be adding weaponry. We might add this. We might actually end up playing on a graph, so you can actually see your character or move around the field. Anything else that you guys would like to see to make it better, or like things you liked, things you think could be improved?
I propose a rule in which you can't gang up on a single character. If character A attacks a character B, character C can't attack character B as well. Not in the same round. I mean, it just seems so unfair for everybody to attack one character because, I mean, technically, based on these rules, you could literally eliminate somebody in the first round with them not even getting a chance to attack.
That's true. That is
like
true.
If me, Avery, Romel, Dusty, and Zach all attack Todd in the first round, you could be eliminated before you even got a chance to do anything.
That is true, and maybe that's actually a reason to keep it a quick, like a straight up Street Fighter 2-player game.
Yeah, and there should also be some type of option in which you can add back to your hit points. Like maybe if somebody does a critical hit of a 1, you can roll like maybe a 3-sided dice or something in order to get additional hit points.
As we move forward, part of the inventory, like if you're using your real character or a character that you make up, that character could have potions, medicine, all that kind of stuff, and you could use a turn to heal. So
gotcha. Okay.
That's something that will absolutely happen for sure.
Well, those are my 2 insights.
Yeah, something I was a little bit confused about was block versus dodge, because it seems like they both happen in the same way. So why would you choose block when you could choose dodge, right? Because
Block would be strength and dodge would be dexterity. So you would go with whichever one you're strongest in.
Yeah, plus dodge, if you fail at a dodge, you take on the full hits. But if you block and you fail, it should be half the hit.
Right. So
even if you fail.
I think that's exactly. I think that's not how we were playing. Only if you're successful.
It's not.
Yeah.
So right now, and MK has a really good point. I'll bring up a second. Right now, to dodge, it's your dexterity modifier, and to block, it's either strength or endurance, depending on the weapon. Right? Endurance would be technically if you're using a bow. Strength would be if you're using a knife or something. Like if it's a knife shot versus a bow shot or a sniper shot. If the total block exceeds the attacker's roll, then the block is successful and the player takes half damage. So you either, it's actually better to dodge right now because you can actually have 0 damage, whereas blocking, the best you can do is take half damage, right?
Yeah, well, even if you successfully block, you should still take damage. If Avery's coming at me with a sword and I block a sword, I'm still taking damage. I'm not taking the full damage, but I'm taking some.
So even if you
with a block,
the roll, right? Well, yeah, that's really how it is, right? It should be. I think I need to clarify it because it's if you failed to block, you get hit with full damage.
Right.
If you succeed in the block, you take half damage.
Half damage. Yeah, I think that sounds fair.
Yeah, and a dodge is a dodge. So.
Yeah. So if you think about it, let's say you rolled a 10 on the damage. If you dodged and you beat the dodge, you don't take any damage whatsoever. If you fail the dodge, you take the full damage. If you're blocking and you fail the blocking, you take the full damage. But if you succeed in the block, you take half the damage.
Let me write that down. Succeed, block, half damage.
Right.
So
fail block,
fail block, full damage. Succeed block, half damage.
Right.
And then succeed or a fail dodge, full damage.
So the way you look at it is, if you dodge, you either take 10 hit or no hit, and with block, you either take 10 hit or 5 hit.
Right.
So, I mean, you're
So-
taking a bigger risk by dodging, because it's either all or nothing. But if you have less hit points and you want to try to survive,
Right.
you take the block in order to potentially only get half the damage.
Right.
You're going to get hit, but it's it's going to be either good or bad.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you're still going to get hit.
It's a little bit of a gamble, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hey, so let me ask one thing. You say either block or dodge are only two your options so far as an attack, correct?
To dodge an attack right now, unless you have a suggestion.
I had a suggestion about say a possible counter. Say like say you either block, dodge, or counter. So in order to have a successful counter, you have to roll whatever,
A 20.
which is something like that.
Yeah.
Or a possible, or you have to roll over a certain die number in order to qualify for a counter.
Okay, so maybe some counterattack rules. Like
What
I like the critical fail or critical like if you critically dodge or critically block, like if you roll a 20 on block, you get an attack of opportunity. You get to counterattack.
Yeah,
Like,
that would definitely be a counter. Like
Same thing
a
with dodge. If you could roll like Andrew rolled that critical 20, which is a perfect roll, and he should be flipping in the air, and he should have an a way to counterattack you right there. Because it's just you can't get better. It's like a crazy roll, right?
that would kind of reward in a sense.
I think that's cool. I think that works.
Well, then we should do the opposite. That when if you attack and you have a 1,
Mhm.
you know, it's a fail. That's a humiliating fail of an attack.
And it's so bad. If you critically fail, then you also take a counterattack.
Maybe you could add an option where if the person critically fails the attack,
Mhm.
or you get the 20 on the defense,
Mm-hmm.
instead of re-attacking or countering the person, you can add 1 to your HP. You can get a piece of life.
Oh,
You know,
add 1 to HP on a critical.
so if their attack rolls a 1 or your defense rolls a 20, you can either take the option of countering them or getting an extra hit point.
I think that works. That's cool. And then that goes into what MK said is, and this is actually an interesting mechanic. If no one attacks you that round, you gain 1 health. So that's interesting because that addresses Andrew's concern.
Mm-hmm.
Because if everyone's just ganging up on one person, then everybody else, their HP goes up, right?
Yeah, but that would encourage them to attack one person.
Maybe. I'll write it down. I'll think about that one. That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
It does. I can see how it might encourage spreading the damage because you don't want everyone's points to go up. It also might be a little hard to track, but I'll write it down because that's a really interesting mechanic.
Yeah. If 5 people attacked Maggie in a round, why would then all five of those people get an extra hit point?
Right.
That doesn't seem very fair.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. That makes sense. I thought the defense class was pretty balanced. You know, adding 10 plus a 2 dex max, giving everyone a 12. It seemed to actually work pretty well. You know, you have a little bit better than a 50% chance of not getting hit, which I liked. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, we definitely need to play this again next week.
Yeah, and maybe we'll do
modify the rules slightly, and then
we'll play again next week. MK says, ganging up isn't meant to be fair, my good sir.
Yeah, well, I'm trying not to encourage it.
I know. Well, maybe what we'll do next time we play, we'll do 1-on-1, and that way it'll be a much faster game, and we can we'll just kind of see. And I think also the dice roll, the damage roll I'm thinking like if you have hit points of 20, that the damage will probably be like a 1d8, because and aren't there moves in like Street Fighter and like fighting games, there are certain moves like combos you can do where it'll take like 20 or 30% of that character's health points, right? So I think it might be like a 1d4 or 1d8.
Oh, what if
Question. What if you do it like a tournament, like in brackets?
Yep.
Yeah, like a bracket, like 2 versus 2 versus 2.
I think we should do that next week. I think we'll do, depending on who's here, we'll do like, for instance, Flint may not be here next week. He wasn't able to make it this week. So it might be like Andrew versus Avery, Ramel versus Dusty, Zach versus Todd, and then the winners of those, right? Kind of go back and forth.
Right.
How about this? When you're attacking, if you roll a 20, it's like a combo attack. So when you roll a 20, the damage is 2 rolls. You roll the 10 twice. But if in the opposite, if you roll a 1 for a failed attack, that's when the person gets to counter and attack you back. Not only do they fail at their attack on you, but you get to reverse it back on them.
So if you that's actually normal rules on a critical hit in D&D. So a crit roll on attack gets an extra damage die.
Don't give the credit to that idea to D&D. That was me. That was all Andrew.
So
that was
that's
all
fine.
Meg.
You want to get an extra attack.
Right. Have to roll the dice twice. Oh, and the other thing I was going to say is the idea of increasing the damage points as we go. That should definitely be in there. So the first round, it's a D4, whatever. Then the next round, it's a D6, and the next round's a D8. So the damage gradually increases every round. It's like when we play poker, every round, once you go around the table once, the blinds go up. The blinds double.
Now that's it's a little different. So the reason I did that with us tonight is because we had 6 people, so it was kind of a big. I didn't know how long it would take. So I was like, it was clear on a 1d4 that it was going to go way too long, and even with a 1d8, because we were rolling good, it kind of took a long time. Do you think on like the question I have is like increasing the damage doesn't totally make sense from an role-playing standpoint because you're using the same weapons. Like your sword doesn't get stronger, for example. But we could pump it for like, for instance, if you have 6 players, it's going to be a 1d10. If you have 2 players, it's a 1d4 or something like that. Right? So that if it's 6 players, you're going to take more damage because there's so many more players, so the game goes a little faster. Right? And if you have 2 players, then it's like a 1d6 because it's really more about the speed. Like it's balancing the damage on the roll to the amount of players so you can get the speed in that. Like if we had played a 1d10 from the beginning, I don't think, or like a 1d8, I guess. If we had done a 1d8 from the beginning, I don't think it would have taken as long because we were doing a 1d4.
Well, I think a good analogy is as it goes on, as the fight goes on, people are fighting for their lives. It gets more and more serious, so their attacks are going to be more damaging.
Fair enough. We can look at that. But you like the increased difficulty?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like that as a gameplay rule. And I think what you should do is, depending on the number of players, it differs on where it starts. So if you have a lot of players, you start at 4. If the fewer players you have, it starts at 8.
But you still, even if it was 2 characters.
No, maybe it would go the other way around. More characters, because the more characters you have, the longer it's going to take to knock everybody out.
Right,
so
which
having
is why
a higher hit
points
points at the beginning. Right, and the lower, if you had 2 players, you'd start off on the 4 and gradually increase. If you have 6 players, like tonight, you'd start at 8 and gradually increase. because it's going to take longer to kill somebody when you have 6 players, unless you all gang up on the bitch. That's all I'm saying.
Nice. Good timing.
Zach, is that you?
Nope.
Oh yeah, smooth jazz with Ramel Davis.
No, my bad. I clicked on something on my phone and it started playing on my.
Yeah, I know. You just demonetized the entire stream.
I'm just happy it wasn't porn.
That
Okay.
comes later. That comes later.
Are we done?
Yeah, I think we're good, man. This was actually wonderful, insightful stuff. I mean, like I said, it's you play it even before it's ready, so you can kind of learn what happens. So this was great. I appreciate you guys. We'll definitely play this again next week. Maybe we'll do some. I think brackets is the way to go. We'll do 2-on-2. Maybe ramp up each round, so that'll go pretty quick. Like you have 20 hit points and you start rolling a D10. It should theoretically, you go up to a D10. It's going to end pretty quick. So I would expect there to be like, no more than 5 or 6 rounds on a 2-player, which is pretty cool. I think it'll get that feels more like the speed of a Street Fighter thing where each match lasts like less than 3 minutes or something, right? Of game time, fighting. So
Yeah.
Well, I think you can adjust it. Like some are infinite, but doesn't matter.
Okay, cool. So, but I think that'll be worth playing. I think that's interesting. That as attacks become more damaging as desperation sits in, and you're just like adrenaline rush. Like that's an interesting mechanic that we can play with. Awesome, guys. Well, dudes, thank you so much. I think it was a successful Thursday, man. I mean, we start with a little bit of technical issues, but we got a game in, and
It always starts off janky.
would you guys? I know always. What do you guys think? You think so far? I mean, overall, do you think death, kill is worth anything? Like, it was worth playing? Fun?
Yeah.
It could be a fun way for people to test out builds,
Right?
your character build. Have it be if your character dies in this, it doesn't count. They're not.
That's
dead
right.
in
It
the story.
doesn't. There's no progression. There's no permadeath.
Yeah, there's no leveling up. It's like
No
this is
leveling
where
up,
you
right.
Test
This
your
is-
build.
This
This
is like
is just-
contest of champions. Just yeah.
Contest of champions.
No long-term
Right.
effects.
Yeah, it was
Exactly.
pretty entertaining.
Yeah,
It was
This is
pretty
pretty
good.
fun.
Well,
That was funny.
that was because of me.
Yeah.
It
okay.
was. It was, Andrew. It really was.
I even laid off and was just. I was really enjoying all those amazing escapes Andrew made. I was just
Yeah.
like, holy shit!
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Like, I just like the fact that this is why I love role playing, because at one point, Ramel's picking me up, swinging me. Andrew's doing some crazy off the wall dodge, catches me, swings me back, critically fails, so I land on top of him, and people still can't fucking kill him. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, see,
Pretty
I think I should have gotten for all those times I got out of it, I got away from it. I should have
Let's-
gotten hit points to stay in the game for longer.
you get a point
There
of
should have been-
inspiration.
Should have been
for-
something
for-
in there.
Yes, everybody else is so bad at killing you that you deserve some kind of bonus. Everybody,
yeah, that was pretty amazing.
yeah. That was
All
really
right,
good.
wrap this up so I can make some more rude jokes.
All right, let's do it. Love you guys. Thank you everybody for joining us and whatever this is. No, thank you for joining us for the Lore Games. We love you
Yes.
guys. We will see you back here tomorrow night for Nerd Den, and then back here again next Thursday for Lore Games. We'll do this again with a new version, maybe some new weaponry and some variant damage, which could be pretty cool, right? Fists versus knives, that kind of a thing. We will give everybody maybe some money and they can buy some weapons, and that'll be pretty interesting. So, all right, guys, love you all. Take care. God bless. And see you guys tomorrow. And that's it. All right, guys.